Okay, everyone, we're on the next step of our Johnny Sticky Buns. I'm going to first get everything ready before I start my rolling. So I have my cinnamon brown sugar, melted butter, pan ready, oven on and warm to 330. And here is our beautiful dough. So we're gonna squish it in here. Look at all that ooey gooeys. I'm playing with dough because I'm making a video for school. And look at, oops, how foamy and nice and soft this dough is. So I kind of stretch it out. Pat it. You could be. I'll give you a little piece of dough to play with in a second. Okay, I'll cut off a piece. Then I get out my trusty rolling pin. Thank you, Mr. Pang. All this is literally is a big, I'm going to raise this up a bit. There we go. Is that better, you guys? You can see more of my screen. Here is a piece of dough. Don't get it on everything, please. Okay, guys, I'm doing more dusting.
I'll just get it on my hand.
I'm going to roll. Oops, it's sticking. So I'm going to put a little more flour on here.
Sticky body. Mama, I just got a little bit.
Just making a pretty big rectangle, so I've got some air bubbles there that I want to pat out. Always making sure, you guys, when you're doing this, that you're not actually sticking to the counter, because when it's time to roll, you don't want to be stuck down. Oh, there's some big, look at those air bubbles. Can you guys see them? The air is a good sign, though. Yeah, Mommy's showing her students. Okay, and I'm just stretching it out.
Mama, it's getting stuck to my nose.
Okay, so I have a pretty big rectangle. Again, I basically just roll it till I think it's good. I honestly, I'm not great at baking, so I don't really ever know what I'm doing, but I've now made these quite a few times, and that's the thing, you guys, even if you've had me before in class, there's no reason to not make the same recipe over and over, because the reality is we get better every time we do it. So now I take out a pastry brush, and I'm actually going to dump my butter on, and then I'm going to paint with the butter.
Mama,
Another option is use your hand, because your hand keeps the butter kind of moving all the way. Oh my goodness, Joanna, you have a lot on you. How much butter? Don't know. I melted it. Whatever I had is what I used. Now, I'm going to sprinkle the brown sugar and cinnamon on. Do you guys like lots of brown sugar, Joe? Really important to get to the edges, because I find the more I've done this, online it said not to go to the edges, but I now go to the edges, because otherwise you get a chunk that doesn't make sense.
can we play with that one?
You can fill this up in a second. Here, Joe. You need to stop talking. Here.
I throw that lid.
Fill that up with
I
that.
throw the lid.
Sure. Okay. Everybody stay focused on me, not on when Joanna's doing. Now, my kids actually really like chocolate in their sticky buns, which I'm going to be honest, I don't think it's great, but at the same time, they don't eat tons of chocolate. So I've got an old Easter treat here, and that's exactly how much chocolate we eat. I'm breaking up pieces of their Easter bunny.
Our Easter bunny.
Yeah, and I'm going to put it in. It gives them about 1 or 2 bites of chocolate in the morning. And I mean, I'm going to be honest, it's not the healthiest breakfast, but I believe everything that's homemade has some level of healthiness to it. Okay, good. Now, I'm going to roll. So if everybody can see, I'm going to lift my edges.
Mama, something got on the floor.
Yeah, we'll vacuum it up after. And I just keep kind of rolling, rolling, rolling. If it sticks at all, just use your fingers to kind of move it. Turn it this way.
Mama, is this what we have to do?
Yeah, that's what you have to do. Okay, and then I'm going to wrap this guy over. I honestly do believe this reminds me of skin. Okay, I'm going to tuck, I'm going to tuck, I'm going to tuck it under a bit just so I know it's not going to move. And there is my very long log.